John Wick's the most badass mother effer in the world. Right now, we're going to talk about his best moments ever.
Most brutal moments of John Wick.
I will say, I was writing down like some of the most brutal things. Some of my stuff isn't really brutal, it's just really super cool.
But that's the thing, that's still brutal, though.
I had the same thing. Some of it's just dialogue, you know?
You go first, Peter.
My first scene probably is in the first John Wick movie. John Wick is at the nightclub, and he sees Yosef Tarasov, you know, being drunk and stupid in the pool. He's about to shoot him when he gets tackled by some dude. He gets him in a tangle hold. He starts choking him out with his own arm, one-handed, pulls gun, shoots another guy that's running at him, makes direct eye contact with Yosef. Yosef has a gun in his hand at this point, and you just see Theon just come out of his face. He's like, ooh. And with cold death glare gaze, without even moving, shoots him once in the head, stands up to go after him.
That's right, because he's looking at him, and the shot's like on John Wick, and he's just like, boosh.
Boom.
Oh my god.
The music was so tough during that scene.
Because we were talking about that before.
That was the moment. Like there was a couple moments before where he basically like shoved up a guy against the wall and just drove the air out of him so he couldn't scream, and then knifed him in the throat.
That's my scene. But whenever he stabs, because he tackles him, he stabs him in the gut, and then he brings it up and stabs him underneath the jaw.
Yeah.
That's already cool.
Yeah.
And then he puts his hand over his mouth.
Right.
Shut up.
And he just stares, and it goes down the wall with him.
Which
He stares him in the eyes.
Which, if you think about it, is a pretty respectful way to kill someone, right?
Oh, he's not meaning it with respect. he does not mean that kill with respect at all. He means that kill with, I just killed you, I'm gonna watch the life go out of your body.
Wouldn't you want to have that last moment of human connection with someone?
No,
not for the Baba Yaga or whatever. No.
Might as well said, it was me, bitch. It was me, bitch. It was me. It was me. I did this to you.
I don't think there's any respect for any of these people that John Wick's killing.
Disrespectful is like Joker in Dark Knight, like shooting people without looking at him, walking away, like he don't give a fuck. John Wick, he's like, I killed you, but it's like, I'm here, I'm with you, goodbye.
I don't get that at all.
So you think it was kind of like I'm with you, it's okay. I
don't think that at all.
Not really.
My favorite kill from John Wick 1, it's when he's in the red circle, and they kind of do this cool little set piece with some pillars and kind of like the lounge area.
Yeah.
He comes and he like, I think he jabs him, pulls a trigger, dry clip. So the guy's like stumbling there, and John Wick goes, he reloads.
Takes the time to reload.
Yeah. I guess I'll clean out one while we're here, but the opening scene when they're in the kitchen, when he lays the guy on the kitchen counter, and just
that was another one. It's the reason why I like that scene is it's how his you see him go limp. So it is so brutal.
It's like, oh man, Keanu Reeves killed people. We just sat there and filmed it. Oh no.
That whole scene is just stacked with just really cool moments.
Yeah, he's brutal.
Now to John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick 2. There's a ton. Whenever he is in the tunnels, in the catacombs, and he's owning people, and he gets out that Bellini M12 or whatever,
M4.
the Benelli M4 shotgun. He's smoking people, right? And he jams the barrel into one guy and then pins him to the ground. He takes a shell, slides it in while he's holding the guy on the shotgun and just feeds it to him.
I remember because the guy he's like pinned, so he doesn't really move that much. You just see blood, it just leave his body in multiple directions.
Yeah. I remember
so gnarly.
in theaters, like there's an audible like, just because of the mechanism.
Is that before he gets rid of the assault rifle that he has? Because he like slides and he shoots those two people that are above him.
Oh yeah. That is the last, because he went from
and he had
handgun to
assault rifle
to AR-15 to shotgun.
And then he had stowed the shotgun. He's like, just love
That's
that.
the best part.
John's
he knows
like,
it's going to be an escape. Right? Oh man,
I'm just going to pick this up real quick.
He knew. Another scene. This one's not necessarily like a kill. When he first shows up to Rome, he meets Julius, I believe his name is. He's more of like the Winston for Rome, the Continental Hotel that's in Rome. He only asks him one question. He's like, humor me one question. And he asks him in Italian.
Sei qui per il Santo Padre?
Oh, it's Franco Nero. It's Franco Nero.
Yeah.
I was like, this is to even kind of make a reference to that. So John Wick is so deadly that the only reason he could conceive him coming to Rome, the only person he could conceive seeing him kill, why are you here? Are you here for the Pope? That's the only person he could be in town for.
Mine is, it's everything to do with the common fight. every
my God.
single
Which
single
one?
piece rolling down the staircase.
The draw at the-
draw at the nightclub
Yeah.
or the concert to where
Yeah.
he drops him and then his buddies have to pick coming
him
back up.
The slide over the hood of the
exchange.
car.
Yes, the
The
exchange
exchange
that they
that
had. What did he say? Are you working again?
Yeah, it's like he's like,
yeah.
John is like, Cassian, you working?
Yeah.
You? Yeah. Good night? Afraid so. Oh my
As soon as that happens,
God.
it's the lock of the eyes,
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
a draw on both
Yeah,
of
he's
them.
like, as soon as he said afraid so,
Yeah.
I was like,
And you know what? The best part is they both have jackets, so they have
Yeah.
to. They have
so
to
they
do this.
both. Yeah. It's
it's
awesome.
amazing.
Oh my
It's
God.
so
Well, it goes
good.
from that, and then does that go into the catacombs, and then he comes out and fights Common
It goes.
again?
It goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he runs
Common
into
finds
Common
him again.
again, and then they fight on the staircase, and they have that awesome fall down the staircase,
Yeah.
which then goes all the way into the train,
Yeah.
and then he ends up stabbing him in
Oh,
the
yeah.
heart and leaving it there
Yeah,
so
the-
that he
That was
could-
later.
Yeah, the
That was
train
back
is
in New
round
York.
two.
Yeah.
Okay,
was
that
round
is
two.
which brings
Yeah.
me to my
Yeah.
John Wick 2 moment for me.
You did this
It's,
too?
it's the casual gunfight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Just the walk and the shoot. Yeah,
So funny.
I forgot all
laughed out
about
loud
that.
in theaters when I saw it. I was like, what are they doing? It's just-
Yeah, it's just like
It's so funny, but it's so cool.
I just remember being watching it and thinking, I cannot believe I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
Like, how has nobody done this bit in an action movie before?
Because it wouldn't work unless it's Common and Keanu.
Keanu's just like, what do you think about this?
It's the downward shot that Common's making because he's doing this as he's walking. He's doing.
yeah, it's like Keanu's like, what do you think about this? And,
I was like, what do you think about this?
and he's like, yeah, but I got some of that right there.
People also trash Commons as like, I can't believe that this character is played by Commons. I thought he did an amazing
He
job.
did great.
I thought he did
I loved him in that
incredible
movie.
job.
Physicality is
He did
great.
He was much more convincing than most of the side characters.
Yeah,
we've seen.
100%.
Like, 1000%. He did an amazing job.
But I don't really have a lot from John Wick 3, except for the Continental when he takes his Terran Tactical and he says, I've got a little something for you.
Right.
It's every single thing of metal that's in this gun.
Yeah, I remember exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
He's like, that's a nice helmet. How many bullets does it take? It's like Tootsie Pop. How many does it take to get to the center
Yeah.
of this thing?
The best part is that he's so frustrated because the bullets that they're using don't work because of
Yeah.
the armor that
Yeah.
they're completely encased. So his solution is to just shove it as close to his face as he possibly can,
Yeah.
and then just let it go until it penetrates.
Yeah.
That is so brutal.
Yeah. You know what those helmets aren't good against, though?
What?
M4 slug rounds.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not.
Yep,
Not
yep,
at all.
yep. There's-
The brutality of the broken helmets along with brain matter makes it even worse almost.
Similar to Sean's pin the guy with a shotgun in 2, he has a similar moment where the guy comes up to him once he has a shotgun, and he's already killed like 4 of them in amazingly spectacular
Yeah.
fashion. And the guy comes up and he's basically wrestling with John for control of his shotgun. So John pulls out his handgun, swats him away by shooting him in the head a bunch of times. The bullets don't penetrate, he's just getting him off the fucking
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah.
And then he breech loads him and then head gone.
Yeah.
Kicks back as well. That
It's
is
like
so
a-
disgusting.
It's like grandma chasing the dogs off with a broom, but he's using a gun. He's like, get off of me!
Yeah.
Get off of me! Hang
Back
on.
up, back up, back up.
Hang on. Oh, also from John Wick 3, just a small honorable mention to the M4.
Oh, he throws
Overhead.
It. Yeah, he throws it.
Yeah, he just tomahawks it at that guy, and that's pretty cool. too.
Mine's at the beginning.
What's the-
the fight with the big guy, the really really tall guy in the library?
Oh.
And the reason why it's the guy going too early because the time isn't up, and John asking, "Do you really want to do this?" And then he pulls out the
really wanna
knife.
do this?
So what does John use? The only thing he's got
An
a book.
an education.
He uses an education and he teaches him a lesson. That
Dex
lesson ends up in death.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I like it, is it's the old jiggly head effect. Because he pushes him back into the bookshelf and he already slams it into his mouth and then he twists it. Then he pulls him off the bookshelf, puts him on the table and breaks his neck again.
Yep.
So he probably broke his jaw and then he shatters his neck.
Yeah.
And then it's over. And it's cool because it's Big Man doesn't know many martial arts. He's a big dude.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
But John Wick knows that, and he's like, I gotta pull everything out on this guy.
Yeah.
Because at one point he puts the book on his face and he starts punching the book into
Yeah.
his face to get him back.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. What we are forgetting about John Wick 3 to round the entire thing off is the hallway of knives.
That was my number one.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
It was specifically when he porcupines the dude.
You mean when he's got him point blank and he's just like,
Yep. He has a
slash.
gun. First knife goes into his hand, that's shooting into his arm, that's shooting the gun. The gun goes off, and then it's just up his arm into his head.
Oh yeah, because he feeds it
He
in
feeds
order.
it one by one up into the center of his head. That is so.
Is that before or after he puts the revolver together?
That's after.
Yeah, after he puts the revolver
That's so
together.
stupid. I mean, it's
one
amazing.
bullet.
But like, he spent all that time. People are chasing him, right? Let's build a gun so I can shoot one guy once, and then not take the fucking gun.
But ironically, that being kind of like the last part of this talk, that's also a very brutal moment to display your craftsmanship just to shoot it one time. That is inherently also brutal to, I'm going to assemble this antique.
Yeah.
To shoot one guy, and then he runs off, and then it cuts. But what are some of you guys' favorite moments in the John Wick films? Leave them down in the comments below, and make sure and subscribe if you want more action-packed discussions just like this. Next week, we'll be counting down our favorite Resident Evil 4 memories. Or not Resident Evil. We'll be counting down our favorite Resident Evil memories, both personal and just in general. Me and Grayson will be on that one. So make sure and join us next week. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.